All right, it is 10:20. We are in Cleveland waiting on our ride. It's kind of fitting. I found a big Breitling ad here outside the airport. We are not delivering a Breitling today, but it's almost as cool. We'll see in a few minutes.
All right, so we're here at the shop. Another step in the right direction. We're getting safes installed today. I think it's very exciting to see how it all comes together. Inside, there's also all the tile. There's a lot of people working in there, but now we gotta make sure that we put our safes in there, all our inventory, keep it safe, and just see how it goes. Not everything goes without its obstacles, and seems like we found one, and it is the fact that the safes do fit. However, the door swings in. Now we got to figure out if we can change that and have doors swing out. Otherwise, we can't really open the door and the safes at the same time. So, yeah, let's just see where that heads out and what solution we can find for it. Someone please buy this thing. I don't even know why we still have this thing around here. It is an absolute gorgeous chronograph from Patek Philippe, and the beautiful thing about it is it's one of those manual wind chronographs, and when you turn it around, the view of what you get to see in the movement is just otherworldly. I know that, you know, in modern chronographs, or the rotors, especially ones with have like micro rotors or peripheral rotors and stuff like that, are really cool, but it's really hard to beat a manual wind case back. I'm looking at two watches here that at one point in my life I hope to get. This one is literally a blue jean strap, which is really cool. But I also love the Nautilus. I've become a Nautilus fan with time. I have to say that when I started working here, the Royal Oak was usually my favorite watch. I was like, oh, I always wanted Royal Oak Skeleton. I thought it was a fantastic watch, and it still is. It's probably one of my grail watches. However, I've kind of evolved into a Nautilus guy. Don't ask me why. I think my guy here, who just started working with us about 2 weeks ago, kind of is feeling the same vibe. Nautiluses are kind of cool. They're different. They come in different versions, and they, while they're similar cases, they actually look very different depending on the configuration that you get. But these are two cool blue jean watches. So Jesse, his third week here now, got a lead from TikTok on a Richard Mille 1103 Le Mans, and he closed it. Obviously, during this kind of time with special orders, you have to convince the people that we're trustworthy people. He wired for the full amount, and we were importing this piece. The guy needs it like within the week. So Jesse's been stressing for the past week on whether or not it's going to come in, and we told him it was going to be early next week, but I think we got it right here. So let's open it up, check it out, and then we can call the client, let Jesse know that the watch is here, and the client's going to be very happy he got it a little bit early. We've sold one of these before about 2 years ago to a friend of mine, and they're unbelievable pieces. Let's check it out. Oof. Check that out. Perfect condition. No chips, scratches. It's the big thing that we have to pay attention to. Make sure the strap's gonna fit our client. He's got a bigger wrist, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell Jesse that we just heard from customs and they're sending the watch back because he's dealing with another watch right now that's been stuck in customs for a minute, and it's getting returned, and it's been a nightmare. So I'm gonna go tell Jesse that we just heard that it got stuck in customs and they're gonna return it, and then I'll show him the watch. We got some issue on the RM.
Oh. Okay.
It's being returned from customs.
Okay.
And they're asking for a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know the time frame. No. They said 3 to 5 days to return it, and then we got to figure out how to get it back over here again.
How's it being returned from customs?
I don't know. I mean, is your guy patient?
Patient for whatever expectation they set for him. I've reset the expectation a couple times. I can have the conversation with him. He just definitely won't be thrilled about it. I mean, he's already got insurance on it. He's already done the whole thing.
All right, let me message somebody else. A little early. It's good.
Is this fake?
Yeah, it's fake. He won't know though.
No, he won't know. Sucker. This thing's sick.
That is sick. Alright guys, so last video I explained me selling this Paddock 3800. Well, my client got it. He's been looking for a 3800 for a while. He put it on his wrist and he was like, Noah, I do not like the size of it. It's a little too small for him. Which I explained to him, it's a vintage watch, but he's just like, not my thing. So he sent this back and then we just sourced him a Paddock 5712. He already has the full gold version, but we got him the stainless steel version so he can kind of daily wear it. But hopefully he'll like this a lot more and he'll keep this one. Alright, so Noah just sold a 5712 and the client wants it tomorrow, and of course we are getting it touched up at service, so we're going to take a pause, go run over to service, see what they got going on, pick up the watch so we can get it shipped out today and the client can receive it tomorrow.
Sandblaster, another polishing machine. This is another polishing machine, but this is like the cut. It's like a diamond cutter, like a diamond wheel. That's what I used on the Paddock bezels, on the APs, on the Rolex.
Yeah.
So I won't round it. But that is very good, but very dangerous. The case back on the Rolexes, you put them on this lathe, and then you just spin it. Spins it on the case back right there, and also like the AP case back.
Yeah.
You put it on there. The wheel, this one. This is like my little. If I lose this wheel, I will lose my life. This wheel I've had for like almost 10 years. Jeez. And that DJ, I go like that over the top, and I just polish.
Yeah.
The royal oak. So it could, like, when you see it, you're like, oh my god, you know. And then I spin it, and then I remove all the scratches, and then. Because this case back, you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, it's simple. No, it has a finish here on this, a little bevel right here that's satin, polish, satin, sandblast, high polish.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's intricate. It's AP.
Yeah. Watch that comes in. This is the process to make sure that it's good before we sell it.
First step of the game is verify pressure testing, timing before I do anything. So when the watch comes in, we pressure test it first, make sure it's rated to its factory standards. And then once that's finished, we demagnetize it in our demagnetizer. And then our testoscope tests if the watch is still magnetized or not. So like, if I put this AP on here, it should stay. Once I click demag, it's gonna run, and it should go back to green. If it goes to run and then it goes to reject and it comes here, it's because the watch is still demagnetized. So that means you're not going to get a clear reading when you time it. So it's very important you do that, because a lot of people think that the timing is off, there's low amplitude, or the watch needs service, but it actually doesn't. It just needs to get demagnetized and then ran through the timing test. So this one, for example, we're going to run it through here. I have this Weechi case.
Yeah, like
Here, just to make sure that the watch, for whatever reason, falls out of its place. This secures it, and also it blocks any sound, any additional sound that's coming outside that's gonna interfere with its results. So
yeah, this isn't like the $100 one from Amazon.
No, this is $10,000.
Jeez.
This, I mean, probably more.
Yeah.
This machine and that machine is about 10K. This is a couple $100. This is about $200. This is what they have in AP. This is to remove the tubes. Every AP that comes in through here, we remove the tube, we completely dismantle it, and this. So when I turn this on, you control the air, how hard the air is blowing out, and then also the temperature.
And what is this for?
To heat up the Loctite in the tube.
Yeah.
In the tubes, the crown tubes, the chrono pushers, anything like that that has Loctite that secures the thread, we first need to go through this process. We need to burn the Loctite, heat it up, soften it up, and then remove it with the tool.
Yeah.
With the correct tool to remove everything that comes out fine. And that's good because you have a lot of control with that.
These look good. Did you already do these?
No, we just got these.
Oh, I was like, these look from here, they look done. I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
you did those quick.
This one this is the one
These we dropped off yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Chrono, Panda, Vashon, Navy AP, back for a warranty, and then just some polish.
This one we just did this morning.
Oh yeah, let's see.
$20.
Perfect.
Same thing with the Pateks. We remove the crystal. We make sure when the watch is coming in, it's passing pressure. Then we disassemble it completely.
So why your polish jobs look so much better is you're actually taking the watch apart. Whereas, like from my experience, a lot of the guys we used to use, they left everything together and they just take off the crystal.
A lot of people to make a quick buck, they leave the watch completely together and they just try to work around it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, obviously, risk versus reward. Taking a crystal off of a 5711 or 5712, not a lot of people feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
And
ceramic bezels, cracking, going back on, stuff like that.
Correct. So, like on these, I feel I've done quite a bit by now that I feel comfortable removing the gasket and putting it back on. And I think the key thing that separates us from the rest is that we try to keep the integrity of the watch. As it, when it gets sold from factory and stuff like that. So we don't try to round things off or anything like that. So
Yeah.
just try to keep it sharp. I mean, the watch.
Well, and that's why it's worth the extra money to do it right.
And
I've had plenty of $50 and $100 polishes in my days. And this is
and
worth
also
the extra money.
and also like when the watch does need any laser repair, if there's a big chunk of metal missing, we just don't go grinding it all away and rounding off the bezel or the case or the mid case. We laser weld it, then we refinish it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.